Mr. Ed.
Valerie. Just Valerie.
We gonna do Valerie today.
Yes, just
All
Valerie.
right, Mr. Ed.
And it's the
Valerie.
rejects. The rejects.
The Rejects. I know the name of the
We
podcast.
just
What
said
did I
rejects.
say?
Rejects.
I said rejects. Okay. Do we need to start over?
Nope.
Something? Oh, okay.
Action.
The rejects. So now, yeah. Hey, I want to get something off my chest real quick though. For real.
You did. There's nothing on your chest.
Nah, for real.
Y'all
So-
see his shirt?
Ah, yeah. What it say?
No signs of intelligence anywhere.
Anywhere.
That's unfortunate that you think about that.
Yeah,
yourself
that's
like
sad. So I said anywhere. So, I was looking at Joe Biden, like he did an interview the other day. No, for really
that.
bothered
No,
me.
yeah.
Because it was like the Democrats have been, and I don't have no dog in that fight. I'm an American, so whoever in power, we just gotta go on and go with the flow of what they do, because I try not to depend on a lot of that government stuff anyway. But it was more so like the way he is now, which I think is dementia. Just looking at how he move and that, because I've been seeing him decline for a long time, and the media been covering that up. So Trump gonna win for sure.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean,
He's
can't.
gonna win if he's alive,
Why do you think he's gonna win?
because he's gonna be the president again. Because
Why? Because
the
there's no other
polling is
option.
showing. I told some people some years ago that he was gonna win again. Because he knows how to play. He knows how to play
He's a
his audience.
businessman.
Yeah,
He's a businessman.
And he's
Yeah.
an entertainer too.
Yeah.
So he knows how to play.
Entertainers. So yes.
Yeah, he knows how to play that role. So just me looking at him, and then I felt like when Joe Biden won, the way the world was at that time with the George Floyd and the different things like that, the way Trump was with, they weren't going to allow him to win.
I think that at the time, it was a time that everybody needed to kind of cohesively be together, but it also showed the world
How divided.
how divided we are still. It wasn't like we didn't become divided. It was we already were divided.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And so it showed other people true colors, I feel like. And so it's these people, you work with these people every day, and you see hidden racism, whether that is at, a store, your job, regardless. And so people see it and live it, but it's not in their face. And so for the world to see it in different cities across the country, it was wow, it's
we finna mess around and have a civil war, so he can't win again, not this time.
Right. And so, but also too, I can't remember, but I don't know if he spoke about, or he really spoke on the, January 6th, insurrectionists and all that, because those people were directly tied to Trump and his beliefs, or what they thought or think he believes.
Yeah,
or believes.
it's more so what they think.
Right. However, though,
just like I said, he know how to play. He know how to play his audience,
he know how to play the game to win.
and I ain't mad at him.
But I am a little bit when it comes to that, because did he, and I could be wrong, but did he ever speak on that? Saying that I was not for the behavior of those that did that.
To me, he spoke on
Did
it
he?
enough to kind of keep that part of his base, but to still kind of tell us, without him getting in trouble.
This
But
is
they tried
my-
to put a case on him about that.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, he spoke on it if y'all didn't hear my this, that, and other. I gave a speech about come peacefully. So he was letting it be known that I told him to go down there to protest, but I didn't tell him to do all that.
They went down there with an agenda. A lot of them went down there packed, ready to go.
Oh no, they
zip ties and all kind of things, and it's that's not a part of a protest, and that definitely is not peaceful. If you had the intention of harming someone by putting them in a zip tie and putting them in a van, and what were you gonna do? What was the end goal of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you think they was gonna put somebody in? Why didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Well, this particular person and his crew were stopped, but that was the plan. But I don't know if it ever got past I'm not going to basically tell on myself any more than what I've already done because I've gotten arrested and stuff like that. But, and so nobody was harmed in that case.
So,
But that was the plan.
yeah, he spoke on it, but they hit the reset button, and they needed to hit the reset button so he wouldn't do 8 straight. So he'll win again.
I mean, I feel like he has a really good chance. I feel like there's not a lot of competition.
I mean, there's some good people out there, but he's just
Yeah.
the way he played the game. I mean,
he just knows how to play it because I feel like politicians are all friends behind closed doors.
And see, he ain't no politician to me.
But he is a politician to the point of I know how to mingle with these people and I know that it's a game and I know how to play it well because like remember I told you about that documentary I saw about like the mafia and like the old school mafia before, you know, Gotti was killed and all that, like how his father had a hand, like the Teamsters and like
right,
his dad and like the corporate real estate and how they got into it, which and like his sister who was a judge and she presided over that big case that, you know, got all of them locked up or it was like 12, 13 guys like one.
Who was the
his sister.
Whose sister?
Trump's sister. She was the presiding judge over that case.
Okay.
And
right,
her dad who was or their dad who was in the corporate real estate, which is probably how he got into it, were not necessarily business friends with a lot of those mobsters because they worked.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, and so it was,
without a doubt.
and whether it was respectable, not saying it wasn't respectable, but whether it was basically he knew how to mingle with like criminals, but who did like solid work. I mean, they were workers. They built a lot of Jersey City and New York, all those big buildings. They built that up, and so they made a lot of money off the backs of people. Who, I mean, obviously they made a lot of money too. The mafia, I mean, they made a lot of money too. But you're talking about like a legit business with a like underhand, like, you know, dirty kind of business, and they did a lot of like things that you can't really just take home, you know.
Yeah.
So when you talk about like play the game, I feel like I mean he has probably learned from his father, who probably learned from whatever.
So he know how them big wigs roll.
Yeah, and he know how dirty they can be.
So he know how them world leaders can
And
be too.
Exactly. So he knows how to play the game on both ends, I feel like.
All of the top politicians should, right?
I don't know. Because
I mean, the ones that been in politics for a long time. Because
probably.
even when they were talking about Joe Biden and his son and all this old corrupt stuff, the Clintons and all that corrupt stuff.
Come on.
It's like
Clinton was on Epstein, the guy that got convicted of, and you know he killed himself. Bill Clinton, amongst a lot of other like very affluent men, were on the freaking flight log. So y'all went to his island with those underage girls.
With these people.
So that's what I'm saying. Like behind closed doors, like it doesn't matter if you talk about them and have these big debates. You know, a debate is a debate. A debate can be a healthy thing. They have debate, class or different groups in high school. So it's not like a bad thing. It's just that if you can carry your thought, like we can agree to disagree, almost, but you got to be able to prove your point.
They don't want to agree to disagree.
Right,
they
and you have to be able to prove your point. Yes,
it's my way, and you need to vote for my.
Yeah, of course, because that's what you do anyway. When you do the little fake elections in school, it's like vote for me. I want to have like recreational like gym, every day for 30 minutes, and it's like,
right.
And it's like, okay, but when we vote for you, are you gonna be able to deliver what you said you're gonna be able to deliver? That's the thing.
Yeah. So okay. So that goes back to what I was saying. Do you feel offended? Do you feel offended that they was the media and the Democrats? So, I'm just talking about the Democrats right now. I could be talking about the Republicans also, but I'm just talking about specifically the Democrats because of the shape that Joe Biden is clearly in, to where he can't even hide. They can't even hide it no more.
Well, it's just like for Mitch McConnell, like when he's standing on the camera and he's like,
I mean, even Nancy Pelosi looked like she got a little touch of what Joe Biden got. To me, I be listening to her talk, and she always kind of had like an accent, but it sounds slurry to me now.
Well, she sounds like she got kind of like a lisp or something, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I could be
but
wrong.
it still is something I see different in her. Like she got some stars knocked out of her or something. But
Like she got stars.
No,
like around
starch. Like
Oh, starch.
she's always been a fiery,
Yeah,
intelligent
yeah,
lady. But when
yeah.
I be listening to her talk now, she almost remind me of like Joe. Like in
Really?
about 2 years,
I
they're gonna
mean,
be saying that about her. But
Joe is Joe
nah,
is older.
you can't
He's the
hide
older.
it.
He's the
They
oldest.
started,
Presiding
they started trying
president?
to hide it.
I don't think you can hide that.
No, what I'm saying is like as far as all right, we gonna like have him.
Limit.
Yeah, we're gonna limit him. He can't be on TV after this amount of hours, like this certain time of the
Yeah.
day and all that. Cause you know
Yeah.
that all time was around nighttime. You know,
I
and
know
the sun go
sundowns.
down.
It
and-
is, yeah.
So even they scooted the debate up. So
Yeah.
you listen to them.
So it's like they're making like concessions for him based on his medical health.
But they telling us that he's fit to run the country for another 4 years. So you know that he ain't been running the country. No way.
Which I don't
He ain't
think.
even been governing it. There's no way in that condition that he's in that he's even governing it. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, why will we believe anything that they say and go vote for this man just to keep Trump out of office? Like,
So-
is it that bad?
So why? So for people, so for either party, why would you believe? So okay, so you can say that about Joe, but then why would you believe whatever Trump and his peeps say about what they gonna deliver and promise when you know he just got convicted of all those things?
Well, what I'm saying is it is insulting that something is like blatantly in your face. And they're going to keep telling you, no, he
I
can
don't-
run the country for 4
Yeah.
more years and he's
Well,
in good shape. But then
yeah.
now, behold, now all of a sudden, it is so wide open that he can't even hide it because the debate was bad. It was real
Yeah.
bad. I
Yeah.
mean, it was real bad. Like, it was
Yeah.
the worst I've ever seen. Like,
Him and that's it.
not even him. It was the worst I've ever seen. Almost probably anybody that's supposed to be even
Yeah.
on a level of.
I think it's hard for
But I'm saying
it's hard for somebody like him to give up.
not even
control.
him. I get that him. But what I'm saying is, as far as the insulting your intelligence, so he's
Like, why would
fine.
y'all
He
even
got,
put
now
him
it's
out
so
there?
bad to where
Yeah.
like now the media is start his media,
Yeah.
or that agenda's media is starting.
It's
to
like,
go,
okay.
hey, you know, and they coming wide open with like, hey, we having these meetings and like he's not fit to be or he did,
And
but
they-
they knew anyway. So
Yeah.
kind of like, does it make you mad that they was insulting you for the last couple of years?
I don't think that it was a. I don't feel like I would. I don't take it as an insult. I take it as when he got into his presidency, because he was vice president for 8 years. So when he got into his presidency, it may not have been as bad, and maybe nobody knew. Let's just say
Well, I've been
his.
saying that's why I said the last 2 years when
Yeah.
everybody started questioning, hey, is he going
So
to
I
be
think
all right?
if it's really like that, like for him, whether it's early onset dementia or whatever, I think that his family, probably his wife and maybe his kids or whoever closest to him, especially his wife, to say, listen, you need to back off. Like we don't,
She the one gassing him up to
because
run.
a lot of times, I mean, they have a lot, because we all know that one man is not going to run a whole country.
Yeah, he can
So a
go.
lot of it is, some of it is that selfish, like I want him in because this is going to help me further my personal agenda. And so some of that is that. So some of it might not be him. Some of it, he might just be
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying them. That's why I said the media and all them.
yeah.
So it's like, oh no, he good. I promise he good.
Yeah, so it's
and
not-
you sitting there
yeah,
looking
it's
like
like-
you
yeah.
not good.
So what's going to happen is with that, they're going to find out once everybody goes to the polls that we already saw what was happening, and why would we vote,
So that's their fault.
granddaddy in?
That's their fault, right?
Yeah. Or whoever. Like, not necessarily his fault, because I still can vote for the man.
Their fault.
Who was there?
The people that's pushing
Like his party, his team.
Yeah, like not even him.
Just
Like,
his
take
team.
The agenda of, we'll say the Democrats.
Well,
so,
we have to have somebody in there for us. Like,
so why didn't they should have groomed somebody else instead of keep on
now
being
that is a
bogus.
good question.
Yeah, like,
why did
hey.
they? Who could they have groomed? Now Kamala could very well. She could run, but now if he runs again, then she would be maybe his
So you think
second
they'll
ticket.
let the colored woman?
Absolutely not.
Not the colored woman.
But could
They'll
she
let the
now?
colored man in.
And they barely.
Barack.
Who?
I mean, that Barack in.
I thought you
but-
said The Rock, like The
No,
Rock,
but-
like Dwayne.
Barack, right?
first-
I mean, the Rock might could run
I
though,
was
for
just
real. I like the Rock, but I'm just saying, like,
Hey, he's a
but-
businessman too, right? So yeah.